Hello, my name is Rob. I'm the CEO of Civitas Property Management. Today I want to talk about one of the areas where there's often ambiguity and confusion between tenants and landlords, and that's the area of maintenance requests. A majority of tenants cited maintenance and maintenance response as a reason for not renewing their lease on properties. So it's important that as landlords we have the proper expectations of what tenants will be looking for and what they think is normal. Now, one of the first things to keep in mind is a tenant is never going to be as handy as you are with your house. They're never going to fix things on their own the same way that you do. What would have simply been an inconvenience, like that burnt out bulb in the closet that you haven't fixed for 5 years, for them it's an emergency. What you did, what you took care of on the cheap, they're going to expect better, bigger, quicker. So it's very important that you budget and set your expectations accordingly, because they're going to be a little bit harder, more wear and tear on a house than an owner-occupant. Doesn't mean they're bad tenants, it's just simply a fact of life. So it's important that you set your expectations accordingly. When you get a new tenant, make sure that you have communicated the proper method of reporting maintenance issues. For example, maybe you put the ad up on your work email. You have to make sure they have a way to get a hold of you after hours, or if there's an emergency Saturday morning and they email you at work, you might not check it until Monday. And by that point, the problem could have gotten worse, all kinds of issues. There's something called the bundle of rights when you lease a property, and one of those is a warrant of habitability, which basically says they're not just renting a property, they're entering a property in good repair. Now, there's a lot of wiggle room and gray area of what is in good repair, and that's a whole topic for another day. But all that to say, if there is a real emergency like a pipe bursts, power went out, something in that major category, you can end up in trouble if you don't take care of it in a timely manner. Make sure that you are documenting everything. Make sure that you do as much of it as possible in writing. Document when the request came in. Document what steps you took. Maybe it's something that can't be fixed that night. Maybe you do have to wait until business hours. It happens. But make sure that you're documenting your attempts to reach somebody. Say, I called these 5 people and they were closed. Before you ever sign the lease, make sure you have an all-night plumber, an all-night electrician, and an all-night handyman. Because take it from somebody who's been there, you don't want it to be 10 o'clock on a Saturday night and you're on vacation and you're flipping through Yelp trying to find an all-night plumber to take care of an issue with a pipe. If you have any questions or need any advice, our maintenance team has a great network of vendors. We often get preferred rates and we know who's available to cover what areas. We're always happy to talk. Feel free to give us a call here at Civitas Property Management.